Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We start with new information on the armed robbery in Grand Forks. Authorities have now released surveillance video showing the culprits charge into the store. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. Now take a look right here. You'll see the two men wearing all black charge in that front door and run toward the clerk with a gun drawn. It happened this morning around 1:30 at the Loaf and Jug on University Avenue, close to UND. Both suspects are wearing dark hooded sweatshirts, as you can see, and black pants. One had a Molt Gear logo on the back of his shirt. They both had white masks covering the lower half of their faces. Authorities are still investigating and looking for those suspects. If you know any information about them, call police. New for you at noon, two kids are in custody for stealing an ambulance and then taking it on a joyride turned police chase in Beltrami County. It happened this past Sunday at the Red Lake Hospital. Authorities say two juveniles stole it from the hospital and then led police on a chase. Eventually, police deflated the tires and were able to stop it. The Sheriff's Department is not releasing any more information about the two who stole it. To our weather, the change of the calendar seems to be the change of a season. You're seeing that right. That is snow on the ground in western North Dakota. Let that sink in for a little bit. Luckily, here in the metro, it is above freezing, but still cold, still cloudy. For what Mother Nature has in store for the region, let's check in now with Storm Team meteorologist Lisa Green.
Well, if you've lived in the valley long enough, you know fall can be a very short season here, and they are experiencing it out west. At least here in the valley, we're not seeing this, so this is good. And it actually is easing up for those folks out in southwestern parts of North Dakota. We had that snow earlier. That has ended, and as temperatures rise, it's starting to change over to some rainfall. So looking at some improving conditions for those folks out there after what may have been a bit of a shocking morning for them. So that is what's going on out to the west. Here in the valley, we have been just dealing with some cloud cover, a lot quieter for us, though there have been some sprinkles. That really has ended now for us as we head into the afternoon. Here's a look at our temperatures. A big struggle to warm up. We're only at 37 degrees in Langdon. It's 38 in Devil's Lake, 43 in Grand Forks. Fargo's at 45, and the warm spot is Park Rapids at 47 degrees right now, and that's relatively speaking. We know that's not warm. Wind out of the north coming in into the teens, and at times we may see those winds gust into the 20s as we head into the afternoon. So a look at our hourly planner. Again, a struggle to warm up thanks to that northerly wind. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, though you can't see there are some peaks of blue sky in there. I'm hoping we'll get more of that as we progress into the afternoon. So more on that coming up, and a look at the rest of our forecast for this week, and we'll let you know if we have any chances for snow in the valley coming up in just a few moments.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. We have new information this afternoon on the missing woman with Alzheimer's from Beltrami County. Authorities are now saying they found that woman who fell into a ravine and was stuck. An 81-year-old woman named Emily was reported missing this morning. She was last seen around 7 last night. Officials searched for hours, and she was found by a neighbor in the wooded ravine this morning. She was alert and talkative before being taken to the hospital. A car is destroyed after a fire in South Fargo earlier today. It was spotted just after 2 in the 900 block of 5th Street South. The car was in the driveway close to a home, but fire crews put out the flames before they could jump to the building. Fargo Fire says no one was around the car at the time and no injuries were reported. It was a wet mess in North Moorhead earlier today when a water main broke. Crews got called to the corner of 4th Avenue and 14th Street around 3 this morning, and they found water, as you can see, gushing from a manhole. The intersection was swamped and water was pushing up onto the curb. In just under an hour, family and friends will gather to honor a North Dakota native who died in Pearl Harbor and is now finally home. The remains of World War II sailor Floyd Wells were returned to Fargo's Hector Airport last night. Wells was a 24-year-old from Cavalier when he enlisted in the Navy in 1938. He was killed when Japanese bombers attacked the USS Arizona at Pearl Harbor. Wells' remains were identified in June using DNA technology. He'll be buried at 1 this afternoon at the State Veterans Cemetery in Mandan. The FBI is accusing a California tour guide of spying on the U.S. for China, and they nabbed him in a sting operation. That man is now charged with acting as an illegal foreign agent. Authorities even released video, which they say reveals a scheme to steal American intelligence from inside the country using a potent combination of modern technology and age-old spycraft. Joe Fryer has that story.
In this Georgia hotel room, the FBI says a spy working for China was caught red-handed. The video, captured by hidden cameras, is part of an FBI sting operation. The target? 56-year-old Edward Pong, a naturalized U.S. citizen believed to be working for China's spy agency. And a newly released criminal complaint details of the 3-year-long sting read like a spy novel. The FBI reveals it used a double agent in the secret operation to take part in multiple dead drops in locations across the country, with the double agent meeting Pong in hotel rooms in Georgia and California 6 times between 2015 and 2018. Pong is accused of paying the double agent thousands of dollars in cash for classified U.S. national security information, all stored on SD cards. In this video released by the FBI, Pong can be seen taping a white envelope containing $20,000 inside a drawer in his hotel room.
The double agent would retrieve the cash and tape the SD card to the same place where the money had been left.
Then authorities say Pong returned to the room to pick up the memory card, loaded with harmless American secrets carefully curated by the U.S. government. 2 days later, the FBI believes Pong got on a plane with the SD card and traveled to Beijing, where he would meet with Chinese intelligence officers.
The Chinese are the #1 intelligence threat to the United States right now.
The FBI raided Pong's California home on Friday. He's now been charged with acting as an illegal foreign agent as this covert undercover spy operation lands the American citizen behind bars.
The suspect has been living in California, working as a tour guide in the San Francisco area. If convicted, he could face up to 10 years in prison. For the first time in 30 years, employees in the industrial park area will now be able to use public transportation. TapRide is an app that is similar to Uber. When employees open the app, they will type in their location for pickup, and a bus will come pick them up and then bring them to the nearest MatBus hub. Before TapRide, the closest bus stop was a 30-minute walk. And after hearing stories from employees who did not have reliable transportation, United Way and MatBus knew this app was needed.
Lloyd up at Cardinal IG uses the TapRide service. So this individual actually suffered from seizures growing up, and because of those seizures doesn't have depth perception, so he's not able to drive. And now because of this service, he doesn't have to rely on his family members or his friends. He has the reliable public transportation.
As of now, the app is only for the industrial park area. It costs roughly $1.50 for a day pass or $40 for a month pass. Coming up here at noon, a new treatment is being developed for a deadly form of cancer that could bring relief to those who suffer from it. But next, Lisa Green is in with what we need to know for our October 1st forecast.